You write select, then from, then where, then group by, then order by. That's the order you type a query in. It is almost never the order the database actually runs it in. Let's go from 0 to pro. Start with the anatomy. A select statement is built from clauses. Select pix columns from pix tables, where filters rows. Group by collapses rows into groups, having filters those groups. Order by sorts the result, and limit trims it down. 6 or 7 keywords, and almost every query you'll ever write is some combination of them. Here's the part that trips people up. SQL is written top to bottom, but the engine evaluates it in a completely different sequence, the logical order of operations. And once you know that order, half of SQL's weird rules stop being weird. It starts with from, not select. The engine first figures out the working set of rows, which tables are involved, and how they're joined together. An inner join, a left join, a cross join. This is where rows from multiple tables get combined into one wide temporary result before anything else happens. Next is where. The engine walks that combined row set and throws out anything that doesn't match your condition, row by row, using only columns that already exist in the source tables. This is why you can't filter on an aggregate like count or sum in a where clause. Those values don't exist yet. Where runs before any aggregation. Then comes group by. The surviving rows get bucketed into groups based on the columns you specify. Every row with the same value lands in the same bucket. From this point on, the engine is thinking in groups, not individual rows. That's what makes having different from where. Having filters after grouping so it can reference aggregate functions, having count star greater than 5, having sum of sales over 10,000. Ask for that in a where clause and it fails, because at that stage groups don't exist yet. Only now does select actually run. It projects the final columns, picking fields, computing expressions, applying aggregate functions to each group, and assigning aliases. This is a crucial detail. Because select runs this late, an alias you define here technically doesn't exist yet for where or group by, but it's why order by, which runs even later, is allowed to use it. If you added distinct, it happens right after, comparing the fully projected rows and removing exact duplicates. Then order by sorts everything, by column name, by position, or by that alias you just created in select. Sorting is expensive, so it deliberately happens as late as possible on the smallest final version of your data. Finally, limit and offset if you're paginating, cuts the sorted result down to the rows you actually asked for. Notice that's dead last. The database still has to compute and sort the full result set first. Limit doesn't skip that work, it just trims the output. So the real order is from and join, then where, then group by, then having, then select, then distinct, then order by, then limit. 8 logical steps hiding behind 6 lines of SQL. Once that order clicks, the rules stop feeling arbitrary. Why where can't see aggregates? Why having can? Why an alias works in order by but not in where? It's not a list of exceptions to memorize. It's one pipeline, applied consistently every single time you hit run. That's the select statement, from 0 to pro.